Welcome to prime time, bitch!
Okay, welcome everybody to episode 7, or part 7 of the Fallout series. I am the Unknown Reviewer, and unfortunately, my game had stopped recording. I didn't notice it, so the next time it picked up was here, when I was at the Red Rocket Station, building a suitable settlement for some people, or, just myself. And we're gonna be going around and just having some fun. I got a few extra mods active on this one, I think, so the mod list takes a little bit longer, or the workshop takes a little bit longer to come into play. This is more or less a settlement build thing, but it's still in the series. I want to try new settlement builds separately. However, like I said before, this is, it's part of the game. I think that everybody should, take part in it. And as you can clearly see, I've, added some lighting to the Red Rocket Station so it's visible. I've cleared out a good bit of area, and the mod for the greener wasteland, or the spring version of the green wasteland, a little bit of green outside of sanctuary. It's always nice to have. I'm just scrapping some stuff, building up this settlement. I hope you guys are really enjoying the series. It's a work in progress for me. I record these videos on my Xbox, and then I download the videos to my phone, and then I gotta edit everything and add in little special effects here and there for different stuff. I'm just playing around with my editor. As you can tell, it is the Cyberlink by Power Director, and it's actually been kind of helpful. The only laptop I have is a little too old to do any recording, and I did receive a capture card from a friend, so when I get a better computer, I will have a computer to do all my editing and recording on, and be able to put up videos quicker and faster for everybody. But I hope that you guys enjoy what I'm doing now, so that I can get out there and be part of the universe that's around me. Hope no one's too negative about how I do these videos. I'm trying. It's not easy. Very limited on what I can do. I just hope that you guys are glad to be involved in this in some way. I love this, game, and I'm glad I'm able to share it with people. So, as you can clearly see, I love to use concrete. It's an easy functioning, supply. However, it's hard to find if you're not, scrapping absolutely everything you come in contact with. But, at the same instance, I love, doing these settlements. It keeps me occupied. Gives my brain a lot to think about. Right now, I'm trying to find wood so I can build this settlement piece that I'm trying to get. Clean up my settlement a little bit. This springtime one adds in a bunch of extra stuff that normally you wouldn't have, like these greener trees and whatnot. But if you don't just hit them just right, then you can't get rid of them. I don't know why I'm being so quiet. I mean, this is, it's one of the easiest things I do on this, series is building these settlements. But I don't like to be quiet. I like to have you guys, somewhat involved in this in a way. And while I'm at that, any ideas for settlements, what I should do it like, the drive-in, because that'll be the next one that I get to. Not gonna take too many options on Red Rocket, because I'm gonna use that for the mod stuff that I have, so that you guys can get a clearer idea of mods that I'm using. This stuff that I'm using right now, however, is not mod related. However, I did run power lines into my Red Rocket station, and again, that's the Place Anywhere mod. You just connect the power line to it, you run it into your building, and then act like everything's just fine and dandy. Now just place it anywhere. You will have to pick it up and then replace it once you get it inside, so the power line connects to it and you have power inside your buildings that way. I mean, okay, you can run conductors all the way through your building to have power. There is a mod for power lines to make them more realistic, so that if they're strung over a wide area, they hang low and they move in the weather. So if it's storming outside, you'll see it moving a lot. Don't let any of that sway you, though. There's a lot of mods out there, like I said, and I actually had a lot more than I thought I did. These ones are, these crates are a mod. I think it's the vault crates. Extended vault crates or something. I like having a bunch of different stuff in my settlements. I'll be adding more and more into this one. Just little aesthetic stuff like bottles around and weapon containers. I find every little thing that I do on the game makes a difference to me. I don't know how you guys play the game, but I find it very, very important that I add every little detail I can. Most of the stuff probably won't stay the same. I have a habit of changing how I want things to be, the layouts and stuff like that. So I want you guys to, let me know what you think, how you think I did, as far as, my settlement building. I know the videos are kind of dragged out because I don't have a lot of resources. But if I do any settlement building, any more settlement building, it's going to be in. I think the next one I'll use is the drive-in. But if I continue on with the story, it'll be the place Preston Garvey wants me to go to, and that's a settlement right up the road that needs help, which is all that Preston Garvey gives you, is settlements that need help. And once you help these settlements in some way, you're able to start building there and protecting the settlers and get more settlers there. Each settlement actually has a set amount of settlers that it can have, a limit amount. I couldn't tell you exactly how many. I think I've heard people say between 15 to 25 or something like that. I don't know. It differs. I'm pretty sure it's different at each settlement because each settlement has a certain amount of area, so that means a certain amount of people, which extremely limits you on the amount of stuff you need to put down if you're not using mods. A few houses, some beds, but mostly what you want to put at your settlements is your resources, your waters, your foods, and things like that. You don't want to leave anything out when you're building your settlements. You want to make sure you try and cover everything that you can. Unlike me at this point, I have no food or water at this settlement. I have power, but no defense. I have enough beds, so people can sleep, but they'll die from starvation. Actually, I don't even know if your settlers can die. But as far as explaining what's going on, right here I'm actually trying to get up on the roof because there's some debris and stuff up there that I try to get rid of prior to building. I do build on top of the Red Rocket Station every now and again. Not always the best idea, but sometimes it can work out to your benefit. It's actually a nice structural standing point. I probably could have done a lot better on this design, on how I was going to do it, but I wasn't really thinking, and I was just building, kind of just focused on one idea, and I messed myself up pretty badly on this. So, don't hit me too hard for that one. Nah. But while we're in the middle of this, I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. I know there's some story videos and some settlement videos. I think I did 3.5 videos, or 3 videos of just me building a sanctuary. To you guys, it probably been 1.5. But that was actually, my videos are about 10 minutes long, and I combined them together to make a pretty decent video size. I don't want them to be too long, so I don't want you guys getting bored with them, and I don't want them to be too short, because then, who wants to sit there and watch short videos all the time? I guess a lot of people do, really, but, if it's Fallout related, I've sat there and watched an hour-long video before, so I don't see why anybody else wouldn't. If you're really interested in watching the Fallout videos, you'll sit there and watch, hour-long videos, but I won't do that to you, so don't worry. I try to keep them right around 20 minutes so that you guys have, a 20-minute video gives you plenty of ways to just, watch them, end them, don't come back to them, whatever. I mean, there's been a few people who record videos that I just can't stand watching. I don't like it at all. I mean, I try my best, I know. Overall, I'm not the greatest at this, but I hope that you at least enjoy my videos enough to help me keep this going. I love playing Fallout, and eventually I hope to make other kinds of videos. The other series I like are You know, the Fallout 3, New Vegas. I like some racing games too. I grew up on Gran Turismo. Of course, that's PlayStation, and I don't have one of those, so I can't play that. So when I started playing Xbox, the one that I picked up was 4's Motorsports. And here shortly, I'll probably be doing a review video on the demo at least. That's all I have access to right now for Forza 7. I hope that you guys will, give me some positive feedback on that one. So, please, just enjoy my videos. Just leave me a like, subscribe to me. Don't be afraid. I do love to hear what my followers have to say. I have no problem acknowledging it. When you leave me a comment, I'll get back to you. So, yeah. And this section here is I'm setting up a tower. I don't know if this one does exactly the same as the radio beacon, but I think this brings people to your settlement as well, which is very important for your settlements. The more people you have, the more resources you can make, but you also need more resources: food, water, beds, and stuff like that. But this is what the game's designed for, so enjoy every little thing you can. Another important factor that you should always keep in mind, that once you have enough people at your settlements, and you have multiple settlements, your settlers can collect resources for you, which are kept at your settlements, and that'll give you access to supply lines through one of your perks. You set up the supply lines between different settlements so that you can get resources from one settlement to another. This includes moving your Brahmin, which are like cows in this game. They produce meats and stuff for your settlers, but you just move them around so that some settlers have easy access to them. You can also set up shops at your settlements, and it gives you access to certain weapons and armors and clothes, sometimes resources, medical supplies. Don't forget, it's very important to set up your clinics, your weapon shops, your armor shops, and then assign your settlers to these shops so that you have quick access to it. Don't leave yourself hanging by not having access to it. Another important factor to always have is your defense. Turrets are going to be your second line of defense, more or less. I mean, you can have them as your first, but your first will always be your settlers, so make sure your settlers are armed with weapons, more than just pipe pistols and stuff. You want to make sure they have something good. Then you set up turrets to make sure that you have extra backup. You can also set up an exterior wall where you can set up like landmines and stuff, but they all require power, so figure out the way you're going to lay that out. So we're getting to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This has been the Unknown Reviewer. Please like, subscribe to my videos. Hit the notification button, and I will see you on the next video of Fallout 4 Episode 8.